Welcome to Richmond Events Podcast, Leaders in the Industry, where we sit together with top-notch leaders discussing important topics in HR, IT, marketing, finance, and healthcare industry. Today's topic will be mainly about HR. For this, we have invited Werner from Careum, who is holding a keynote at the Richmond HR Forum in a few weeks in Interlaken, to talk about what it takes to shape leadership culture and to be a leader in the HR industry. Lean back and enjoy. Welcome to the second part of our podcast with Werner, who is holding a keynote on the 16th of March at our fifth Richmond HR Forum in Interlaken in the prestigious Grand Hotel and Spa Victoria Jungfrau. Welcome.
Hello.
Werner, in the first part, we were very much talking about your background, about what made you coming into that industry, and what is your meaning and your experience about challenges and in a disruptive area, in a disruptive business field like Swisscom is in. But if you look on various industries, and meanwhile not working for Swisscom anymore, having the time to look over borders and being well connected because of the basic of your CV, where you came from, looking on various industries, being well connected, what are the most often mistakes you notice in HR, in companies, in HR departments? What are the most mistakes you noticed the people, the leaders in HR do?
Yeah, thank you. You know, when talking about mistakes, it shouldn't be too arrogant to tell other people what they have to do. But according to my experience, what I've seen is over the past few years, many companies, also given by the competition, the growing competition, have seen they need to work with people. They need to work on leadership, on collaboration. Some of the topics which are really close to HR and the HR excellence. So where I see the most potential in HR organizations is the understanding of the business. They need to be close to the business. They need to understand the challenges of the business. And last but not least, they should also talk business language. You need to achieve that you're part of the business with your HR excellence and not just to be seen as a support function. And this is something where I see many HR departments working on. It's not easily to achieve because also the success of these HR topics is not done by tomorrow. It needs also more time, it needs consistency and so on. But I would go on that part, be part of the business.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. And that's it's a very good leading into the next question I have regarding talents, because when you talk about being close to the business, it's about also to develop and to innovate, but also to develop with talents and to find talents, to notify talents, and then to start with the talent development. Regarding talent development and integration of those talents, how is it possible to get high potentials and high potential talents in an organization, to find those, to localize those, and to create a business mentality and keep those talents, engage them for especially a transformational process a lot of companies are into. So talent development, very important. And is there any key learnings you can share with us?
Yeah, absolutely. While we are talking, we are in the middle of a change of generations in the labor market. So really impressive demographic changes. And when talking to talent, and I'm also acting as a mentor, talking to these people, they are looking for responsibility. They are looking for a room for creativity. They want to not just do what they are told, they want to contribute to topics. So when you really want to get the talents, you need to offer a culture of trust, appreciation, and you need to really work on new models. What means leadership to motivate these people? How do they collaborate? And you need to include these people on that transformation journey, not just in a sense to tell them that we are going now through a transformation, but you need to have the courage to offer them even a place on the driver's seat and give them responsibility in that journey. This is really important, so that they are a part of that transformation and not just some guests on that journey.
Okay. Yeah. You mentioned kind of conditions, room, how to create a room for talent development and talent integration. If you now look on the Swiss market for talents and innovators, is there a market? Would you judge the Swiss market as maybe especially fruitful for this? Or is it more the US and Asia area and region the people are looking for because there's maybe more room for talents and innovations?
Yes, thank you. I think this is a great question because, you can also turn it around and ask, why are so many of these hyper fancy silicons, as I call them, come to Switzerland? Because apparently talent want to be in Switzerland, and we have a fantastic education system. We have great universities. We have a good place to be also all over when it comes to life quality. And I think I hear from these talents, instead of being a small number in one of these big companies, I rather prefer to be a bigger number in a smaller company, or even a big number in my own company. So these people are looking, as I told you before, for their own contribution and their responsibility. And we have to be aware. I guess besides Sweden, Switzerland has the biggest number of unicorns all over Europe when it comes to unicorns per 1 million inhabitants. So Switzerland and the Swiss market has definitely a lot to offer to young talents, and we don't have to fear the US or Asia, not at all.
That sounds very good. And it creates already an intriguing atmosphere for our HR forum in not even 2 weeks, when we will see you on stage. And I'm sure we will hear more about this and discuss this in a more deep and intense way. Werner, thank you very much for being with us. Thank you for everyone who listened to this. And we are really looking forward to the HR Forum where we see you on stage. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.